Hey guys, Mr. Mrangryboozeguy here. I'm back and I'm bigger than ever and angrier than ever. Apparently, I haven't hit jolly weight yet. I don't know when the jolly kicks in. I don't know how fat exactly I have to get, or maybe that's just not a thing, right? Who knows? Who can say? We'll find out because I get bigger every year. So maybe next year it'll be 2018, it'll be Jolly Keith. How terrifying is that, huh? What are you even going to do with Jolly Keith? No one knows. Think about that for a second. So one of the things that makes me very angry recently is the way that people are obsessively chasing one thing, one brand, one bottle, right? And they call themselves hunters or collectors or whatever stupid hipster bullshit name they've come up with. So I give you a perfect example of something that happened this very day. So I'm at an awesome beer shop, talking to the bartender, having a good conversation, and this young man walks in, takes a very quick look around, goes up to the bartender and says, "Do you carry Sycamore Brewing?" Sycamore Brewing is a local brewery. And the bartender says, "No, we do not." And then this kid bolts. He's gone. He's out the door. No questions. No other comments. Just out. And I'm looking at the bartender, and I'm looking at his coworker and the other patrons, and I'm like, did that really just happen? Sycamore? Like I said, Sycamore. It's a fine brewery. I bought Sycamore beers, okay? But the beer that I was drinking at that exact moment was a better beer than Sycamore will ever make. So it's not worth having a conversation? Hey, how about some alternatives? Now, I deal with this at my work all the time. No less than 10 times a day. They come in a couple of varieties. Right? There's the silent ones. They walk around the store looking totally lost. You try to help them. They wave you off. And eventually they head out empty-handed. You can try and stop them at the end and say, "Do we not have what you're looking for?" Right? Or I just say, "Nothing." Right? And they usually say, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." Something like that. You know, rah, 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 rah. And then where do they go next? I'm not sure. To wander another liquor store? I'm not sure. We probably do have the thing that they were looking for, but for some reason they just don't want to ask, right? I don't know what that is, but... And then there's the people that come straight to me and ask for this item. For example, Buffalo Trace. Do you have Buffalo Trace? And I say, no. And then they spin on their heels. They spin out the door. Spin, gone. Do you have Eagle Rare? Nope, spin, gone. Do you have Blanton's? Nope, spin, gone. I don't understand you. Buffalo Trace? Are you fucking kidding me? Buffalo Trace is a fine whiskey. Right? For $27, it's about as good as it gets. But it's not the cure for cancer. If you text me and say, "Keith, I got a bottle of Buffalo Trace. Can you come over and try it?" No, I'm not coming over for Buffalo Trace. It's not that special, folks. I opened the store today for a reason. I got lots of awesome bottles here. Let's take a walk. Let's have a conversation. Okay? I think Daniel Tiger is right on the money. Try new things because they might taste good. I'm trying to figure out how these people even operate. The number of steps that it took for them to get to my store or any store, right? They had to put clothes on. They had to get in their car. Maybe they had to Google a place. Maybe they looked at some Yelp reviews. They navigated through traffic. Could be a short distance, could be a long distance. Walk inside, talk to somebody, and then leave. That's it. Nothing. We're done here. One item. One item. It's not the Holy Grail. It's not the Lost Ark. It's a whiskey. Right? There are many, many others. And there's also other spirits. If you live a life where you're constantly shutting the door and closing off opportunities, you're really doing it wrong. When I first started in this business, I was at a wine tasting. And I went up to the table, and it was the winemaker that was pouring their wines. And he said, "Would you like to try our Chardonnay?" And I said, "No, I don't like white wine," because I was a fucking moron. Because that's something that a moron says. So if you say that to people, guess what? You're a moron! Do you know the range of white wines? No, you don't, because you're a moron, just like I was a moron. Well, I tried that Chardonnay. It happened to be Mount Eden, and it is delicious. It remains one of my favorite wines on earth. And the only reason I know that is because for that moment, I happened to take my dunce cap off and say, hey, maybe I should try the thing since he bothered making it. Since this is a tasting, maybe I should experience life and see what yes feels like. And then what happened? Now there are thousands of other wines for me to try because I removed this self-imposed roadblock, no white wines. And I've discovered that all of these roadblocks are just as stupid as that one. I don't like Pinot Grigio. Guess what? Found a Pinot Grigio I like. I don't like Grappa. Guess what? There's a Grappa on my mantelpiece that can compete with anything else that I own. So saying I don't like blank and just shutting down is not a good way to live life. It's not a good philosophy. You're doing it wrong. Try something. Find an expert. Experience life. What's the worst that happens? Okay? You go home with your not Buffalo Trace and you don't end up liking it as much. And then what? It's death. Mix it with ginger ale. Besides, you can learn more from a bottle you don't like than a bottle you do. One of the things that made my wine palate so good was trying so many terrible wines. You need to try as many things as you can. You don't have to empty your bank account, but if you're at an event or you're at someone's house and they gift you with an opportunity to try something, say yes. Take a sip. Smell it. Participate in life. What does it cost you? The risk is so low and the reward is so high. And if you're not into it to find something good and delicious, what are you doing? I mean, for those of you that think that you're like a big game hunter tracking rare bottles to put them on the mantelpiece, I hate you. I hate you and I want you to die. You don't need that bottle. You could get an empty bottle and fill it with Coca-Cola. These things were made to be consumed. Recently, I was fortunate enough to be gifted a bottle from Sam Medley, Bourbon Royalty. And the only thing he asked of me was to drink it. He said, please drink it. Don't resell it. Don't sit it in the, on your shelf somewhere. I said, Sam, don't you worry. I own about 120 bottles and 115 of them are open. He's like, you're a man after my father's heart. And you know what I did? I went straight from work over to my best friend's house and we drank that bottle. And it was delicious. And I have the opposite of regret. I just added another wonderful experience to my life. Another shared memory with my friends who loved it too. So you could do this. You could try things. You could experience life. Or you could be like the Sycamore idiot or the Buffalo Trace idiot. And you could just leave. Because I'm guessing that it's not isolated to that thing. I'm guessing this kind of flawed thinking permeates their whole existence. I could be wrong because these people are aliens to me. They're aliens. I don't understand what makes them tick. I can't even begin to comprehend. And what do they say if you corner them? They say, well, I like what I like. Well, you don't know what you like. Right? You weren't born with Buffalo Trace coming out of your mom's titties. Buffalo Trace replaced a previous favorite. So you've already seen that you found something better than the other thing. So why are you stopping now? The finish line's fucking death. But you're not dead yet, even though I wish you were. You're still alive and it's not too late. Right? I was that moron. There I am telling Jeffrey Patterson, I don't like white wine. Okay? I was a complete idiot. But just like that, in 1 millisecond, my entire life changed by saying yes, by opening my mind. What does it cost? It costs me nothing, but the rewards are still coming. So think about that. Think about that the next time you come into the store, your idea, or a restaurant, or whatever you're doing. The plan should be to put something delicious into your mouth. That should be your plan. You don't know what all the delicious things are, right? You've barely scraped the surface. All of the things that are your favorites now were things that you hadn't tried at some point in your life. You're not still eating Gerber. You probably couldn't eat Gerber. Your palate is alive. Feed it. Grow. Otherwise, why don't you just kill yourself? It doesn't make any sense. What's the point? I like to eat the same thing. I like to drink the same thing. I like to go to the same place. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Yes. Am I a miserable SOB? Very much so. But not because of that. That's something that I've figured out. I know how to do this. And it's information that I can share with you or anybody. Anybody that walks into the store. Anybody at all. I could be walking down the street. I could be at a restaurant. I could see somebody totally confused about what to order. Ask them 3 questions and pick something for them. Not because I'm a magician, but because I keep trying new things. And most of them do taste good. And the ones that taste bad, it's not the end of your life. Again, the reward so high, the risk so low. So the next time you go out shopping at a spirit shop, ask the expert. Take a risk. Have some fun. It's like Kevin Costner says in Bull Durham. It's supposed to be fun, damn it. It's supposed to be fun. Are we having fun yet?